So this is my way to opening the conference in an official way, nothing major, just a way to say that you're super welcome. So the story about Checkout Summit, it's actually interesting. So last year I was at WordCamp Europe in Switzerland. We did kind of a non-official WooCommerce meetup. I usually go there every year and try to put together some WooCommerce people. We're chatting away, and yes, this will be recorded. And we're just talking about we need a conference for WooCommerce. It would be such a wonderful thing if that existed. Let's bring WooConf back, whatever it is. And I said, you know what? While we see whether WooCommerce is interested in getting back into in-person conferences, then I'll do it too. Maybe that's gonna work as a way to motivate them back as well, to get them in the in-person business. I mean, I didn't think I was being serious, but actually after 3 days, I bought 3 domains. I ran a Twitter poll, and people decided that the name was going to be Checkout Summit. So I started my building public, and I said, let's do this. I mean, I've got a domain name, I've got a name, a brand, and now I need to set it up. The thing, though, is that Checkout Summit wasn't born in June 2025. It was born years earlier. I've been very vocal about having a WooCommerce conference. So I was pinging, WooCommerce to bring back WooConf. Last WooConf was like in 2017, I think, because it's badly needed. So, I wanted a place where people could actually talk in person. So, exactly. I mean, we're behind a desk, behind a laptop, in a co-working space, in a cafe, in our offices, at home, but then we don't have many places to talk. And that was my first objective. So Checkout Summit is my way of bringing back that super important conversation, which is, where is WooCommerce going? So my goal with this first edition of Checkout Summit is to find out the direction, what's next, what we should be working on. Everything is changing, and I want to know where WooCommerce is going. So before we get started, and maybe we, talk a little bit longer in the chat, I want to thank a lot of people / brands that made this possible. First of all, the huge organizing team. Yeah, that's me. I did it all on my own. I was probably mad, and going back, I'll probably get a little bit more people to help with this, or a small team working on that for next year. But yes, if I made it happen by myself, everything was from scratch: a new brand, a new conference, a new venue, communication, marketing, developing, design. If I made it happen all on my own, I bet that another 10 people can do the exact same, and we can have 10 WooCommerce conferences per year. This is, my way of demonstrating that in-person events don't need to be so complex, don't need to be so difficult, can be super simple. As long as you have the content, as long as you have the people, then it's all downhill from there. I also want to thank our specific remote edition sponsors. So the likes of Metric, Big Scoots, CMS Conf, 20i Hosting, and Wise, which were super generous with their contributions and made these reloaded event happen. Lots of people couldn't fly, lots of people couldn't get the visa, lots of people got canceled flights like the day before the in-person event. And this was my only way getting that content through those people that really wanted to be in Palermo this year. So thank you so much. Without them, it wouldn't be possible. Of course, for the in-person conference, we had an amazing contribution by our headline sponsor, which is WooCommerce. I'm really happy that they helped, despite being a super independent conference. So I thought this was super generous and super nice for them to step up. Also, we had 2 more sponsors with actual booth at the in-person event, and that was Wise and WP Remote. So thank you so much for being there, for contributing, for helping make this happen, because once the first edition happens, well, you bet that there is going to be more. So without these supporters, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be here next year. This would never happen. We also had amazing companies to help us with side events like happy hours, with dinners, with pizza parties and quizzes and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy that, Molly, Crucible, Sweet Coat, Lamper, and Design, and Wise also helped us with the logistics, basically, of the in-person event. There won't be a happy hour today, but you're super welcome to, get your cup of coffee or your beer. I don't know what you enjoy drinking at this time of the day, and have fun and celebrate this first ever Checkout Summit. Also, we had loads of macro sponsors. It would be for attendees who, instead of buying a standard ticket, they paid a little bit more to show their logos and to really help with the logistics and the actual event. So Alia, Backcourt, Business Bloomer, a WP Configurator Builder, Kestrel, double Commerce Gurus, because they both contributed with 1 micro sponsorship each. And Mailster, Awesome Studio, WP Funnels, Clonable, WebDev.Trust, and Sweet Code as well. So these were unbelievable people who actually made these happen. We spent a lot of time on podcasts and on interviews as well. So these have been our amazing media partners. I'm just going to say thanks so much for helping me spread the word. And, when I was planning Checkout Summit and coming up with just 6 sponsorship slots, I said, oh, I'm gonna sell out in 6 days. That really didn't happen. So I had to bring in loads of people to contribute to Checkout Summit. And this shows that a lot of people really wanted to get back into a conference, and that's what I'm trying to build here today. So Checkout Summit Reloaded, and the in-person event as well, is where WooCommerce professionals connect. So you are a WooCommerce professional in the chat, talk to each other. I've sold 106 tickets for the online event, plus 101 for the in-person. This is unbelievable for being the first year. I'm so glad that loads of people really wanted to take part in this. We have 19 amazing speakers between today and tomorrow. Make sure you use the chat to ask them questions, because it won't happen again. This is your chance to interact with them as well as interacting with the other people in the chat. Also, today is quiz day. You can submit your answers, and at about 6:20 UK time, I will draw 5+ amazing prizes for the between the 15 best scores. So make sure that in between one speaker and the other, you just go onto the homepage and you fill out the answers. If you want to share some things on social, you're free to do so, both on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can use either the hashtag Checkout Summit or the actual account / company if it's LinkedIn, which is at Checkout Summit. And let's go.